Last week, a 6-year-old boy that went to my son's elementary school died. He drowned in a local lake. Today, I'm going to talk to you about drowning. But be prepared, this probably isn't drowning as you know it. I'm going to tell you what the real signs of drowning are. Not what you see on TV, not the made-for-TV version. I'm going to talk to you today about something called the instinctive drowning response. The instinctive drowning response was created by Francisco Apia, PhD. And it's what actually happens when people are avoiding suffocating in the water, when they begin to feel like they're drowning. Except in rare circumstances, Dr. Pia explains that people who are drowning are physiologically unable to scream and call for help. Remember that our respiratory system is first for breathing. Speaking is a secondary response. So if we're drowning, we can't call for help because we're trying to breathe. Secondly, the mouths of drowning people are unable to call for help because their mouth, as it comes above water and goes below water, is trying to inhale and exhale. Therefore, it can't breathe, or it can't call for help because it's trying to breathe. Drowning people cannot wave for help like you see in all the movies where they're waving and screaming. They can't do that because nature enforces them instinctively to push their hands down against the water. Why? Because if we push our hands down, we work like a bobber to push our heads up. Except when we push our heads up and we begin to pull our heads down, we bob more and our mouth falls below the water. Remember when they always tell you to do what? Lean to the side of the pool, push out a buoy, or reach for someone with a net. Everyone's heard of that, or a rescue equipment or something, and pull them in. Except that when you're actually drowning, your body's unable to do that because, again, your body is forced to naturally push your hands down in the water. You have no signs of a kick. From beginning to the end, the instinctive drowning response, you remain upright in the water with no sign of a responsive kick. Unless rescued by a trained lifeguard, drowning people struggle, and you have 20 to 60 seconds to reach them before submersion occurs. According to the Centers for Disease Control, 750 children will drown this year. 375 of them will do it within 25 yards of a parent or guardian. In 10% of those, the parent will watch, having no idea what's happening. So remember this. Benjamin, the little boy I told you about in the beginning, was one of those children. They found him 50 feet from the shore. His parents were 30 feet away from him. His mom and sister were 30 feet away playing while his brother drowned. No noise. If someone falls overboard in a boat or is swimming and you think something might be wrong and you ask them and they can answer you, they're probably fine. If they're fighting or kicking, they may be in what we call aquatic distress, but they're probably not drowning. If they're silent, get to them as soon as possible. And parents, remember, like with any other thing, when children play, they make noise. If they're quiet, find out why. Enjoy your summer, enjoy the water, but remember to be safe.